Morning, everyone. It's Rick from Ozark Living Homestead. It's February the 18th. I always have to think because I never can remember. But anyway, it's around 8 o'clock in the morning. I had a request to do a video on the goats, pretty much on the goats. I don't know how much I can say about them, but anyway, I had mentioned in the last video that the toolbox on the back of my truck, that I was trading it for another goat, because I wasn't able to sell it. Nobody was buying it, and honestly, it was in my way, and I just didn't need it. I had no use for it anymore. But anyway, this is her right here. She's a bred nanny, supposedly 2 years old, and I kind of checked her over a little bit, and then she looks really good. Supposedly her first time being bred. The guy I traded to, he has about 50 head, but he had, I think there were 4 2-year-olds that he had held back for breeding, and this is one of them. He gave me my choice on them. He had them in a separate pen because being their first time, he didn't want them kidding out in the pasture like the rest of them, because he just normally lets them kid out in the pasture. He kind of keeps an eye on them, but they pretty much are on their own out there. He has a couple of Pyrenees that run with them. But anyway, guys, this is the goat that I traded, and she will actually, well, she won't come to me, but he said that she's very friendly, people friendly, and I'm sure she will get used to me and come up to me. But his mother had bottle raised this goat, and so she's real friendly. He said the only thing that he knows about her is that if a gate is open, she's going to take off out it. She doesn't like to be locked up in a pen or anything. She likes to be with people because she's a people goat. Anyway, I'm going to go and walk around and open this gate up and go inside, and this way I can give you guys a little bit better shot of the shed too, the roof over that I did, and the way this hay, I put this thing around this hay for, as you can see, they've got their heads stuck up in there. They're eating this hay out. They're hollowing it out up in there, and that's the purpose of this thing, that they can actually get in there and eat the hay out and get the hay anytime they like. And I don't have to worry about keeping up with making sure they have enough hay in there or anything. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna walk around and go inside and give you guys a little bit better shot of what's going on with this. It's back in a second. Okay, guys, I'm inside the gate, and anytime I ever come near the gate, they normally come up. And this is a new one. Nope, I'm sorry. That's her over there. But they come up, they think I'm going to let them out of the gate because they're so used to roaming loose out here. But unfortunately, like I said in one of the other videos, there's not much for them to eat out here. And they don't know how to stay at the road. They're almost like kids. They like to play in the road. But yeah, she's the one. This is the one that I bought that was bred when I bought her, and as you can see, she's pretty big. I don't know how far along because I don't know when she was bred, but I don't think it's going to be much longer now. The one I just got, I asked the guy when he bred her, and he said she's due, oh geez, I can't remember, sometime around the 1st of April. Because he says he likes to breed his in November, and because he likes them to start kidding around 1st of April. So he said when the weather's better, he said because you're less likely to have any problems, with it being too cold or anything, especially with the young ones. But he always breeds his in November. And there's that little buck. I'm going to end up getting rid of him because he's the one that it's beginning to be a problem, and I know most bucks are, but I have him. He's a younger one, this guy here, and right now, of course, he's harmless. He's a pretty good buck. but he's a young guy, and he may end up being like the other one. But yeah, he's a pain in the butt. He's got a habit of trying to hook you with those horns, and then he'll come up and headbutt you in the knees. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna walk you over here. She's calling for the other goats, I'm sure, from where she came from, but unfortunately, you know, she doesn't realize she's here now. So anyway, and this guy's name is Asa, and he got the name, I think I mentioned in one of the other videos before, the old guy that I bought him, who passed away a few months ago, that I bought him from. He was just barely weaned when I got him. But anyway, the old guy that I bought him from passed away, I don't know, just a few months or so after I bought him. So he kind of got the name Asa. Oh, good God. And that thing right there, that's one of them roosters there. They are, all of them. And that one just attacked my foot. They're going to the auction. Yep. They're going away from here. Because like I said, they don't like my grandkids. They don't like anybody. They're just a pain in the butt. But they're all going to the auction. Well, not all of them. I'm going to keep one banty rooster just to make sure I have, just to breed them, I have them to free range right here, eat up bugs and ticks and stuff like that. You know, I do have the guineas, but I like to keep the banties around here. But I'm only going to keep hens and, you know, just one rooster. And there's one rooster, as far as I know, he is never going after anybody. But the other 4 or 5, yeah, 4. Yeah, they'll go after you every chance they get, and they love to come up from behind you and get you. But anyway, this, as you guys can see, I'm right in front of the shelter now, and I'm kind of holding the camera up here so you guys can get a shot of the roof area that's over top here. And it gives them shelter too. They can just get out of the rain. They don't have to stay inside the shelter there. Now, this is where I pointed out, but I'm going to do a little bit better here. Right here, there's going to be some kind of closure. I haven't figured out yet that I can actually close that off so no wind-driven rain, snow, ice, anything can get it on there. Now, this area here will stay open so they can actually go under the shelter and then go inside that shelter there. Then on this side is where I'm going to build, and I'll use mostly almost slab wood, but I'm going to build another permanent wall that'll stay here. I don't know how permanent because, again, this thing's going to get moved. And then there's right behind the way I built this thing, because I built it, good God, roosters, y'all keep it up. A little piece of wall here that'll separate all that, like I said, to keep any wind and wind-driven rain. And the worst part of the winter, I think, is over. Oh, they just will not go away. And as you can see how they eat the hay out of there. They get their head all up in there and they just eat away. But anyway, because I need to make this not so permanent to where I can get, when I need to put another bale of hay up in there. And I think I'm gonna put this out in the field or back in the corner back there once I get it all cleaned up. Move all this back there, and I need to build it where I can move it. It's not permanent again, because this is where the orchard's going to be, this whole area, and it's sure getting plenty of fertilizer. But again, this side here, same thing. We'll have some kind of permanent wall, and it's all going to be made out of slab wood, so it'll be real rustic looking, and you know, it'll be cheap because basically the bundles of slabs cost me $12 for a bundle. So, and again, they got this little corner here that I have to close off. But I kind of like this idea. And I'm sure other people have thought of it and probably use it too. I haven't seen anybody use it. But it actually works great for these big round bales. Just wrap it around and then just pull your string out of there. And you don't have to worry about coming out every day and, you know, feeding them hay, and they do really good with it. So Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. That's pretty much it. Again, they like it. I mean, they always have access to the hay. They don't have to wait on me, and that's the main reason I did it. I just want to make sure that, and plus they don't waste it, because as anybody knows that has goats or been around goats, they like to climb and jump up on things, and they will climb and jump up on things, and this way it stops them. And the other thing is that once they eat it, it'll start falling down, and it'll just keep falling down until it gets down to the bottom. And one of the things else that I mentioned in another video, it's sitting on a pallet. I actually put it on a pallet, and I did that for a reason, because any rain coming down off the ground or anything under it, I don't have to worry about it molding under it and getting the hay all soaked and molded under it. And that cattle panel worked out pretty good wrapping around now. The only thing is, because this is a big bale, 1 second, that it wouldn't quite, maybe because of the pallet, I'm not sure. But as you can see, I think, well, maybe not. But anyway, the cattle panel wouldn't quite, I want to say probably 6, maybe 8 inches fit around. So we just wired it up to hold it tight against there. And it works out really good. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Today is actually a very nice day. The chickens loaded in here scratching around and messing around in here. I'm sure they're getting a lot of bugs, but today's actually a very nice day. It's a good day, but it's a little chilly right now. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, so my hands is starting to get a little cold. I can't wear my gloves and operate the camera at the same time. So I'm gonna get out of here, and plus I haven't had breakfast yet. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get me some breakfast and then get out here and get to work. I got a lot of things I need to get done. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna cut it off from here. And if you guys like it, want to see more, subscribe, like, and share. All right, appreciate it, guys. Have a good day.